Guys, welcome back to Crossover Convos EP.9. We are joined by Brandon T. Jones. How's it going, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Callum, no intro. What's going on?
I'm sort of, we finally got bedded on.
How's it going, Callum?
Yeah, it's going good, man. Thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. So, Brandon, you're finally on. It's been a while coming.
Yeah, too long, too long.
Yeah, so the first thing we'll get into, the first thing we'll maybe talk about is just SCB 2 in general. So what's your thoughts on the fights what have been released so far?
Well, the fights that have been announced so far, you've got Logan Hallam
Yeah,
versus Caleb Rose. I think that's his name.
yeah,
He looks sharp. It's like obviously you lot were in the stream. We was watching. He's looking good. He looks like, especially if he takes this seriously, he could be a top contender in the scene 100%. And then you've got
yeah.
Finn versus Decadon, released last night. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a madness. I think that one's going to be one
Yeah.
to keep an eye on for sure. And then obviously the one that everyone knows now,
Yeah.
Callum
Cal-
Vella versus Cowboy. Bonkers. I think that's the only word I can describe it.
yeah. What do you think of the build up so far between Vela and Cowboys Chew?
I think some of it's good. Like between the two, it's kind of fine. But once you start bringing like external things in, like
Yeah.
families and you know dead relatives and stuff, then it kind of gets like, what the fuck are you doing there? Come on now,
Yeah,
let's
I
settle
agree.
down. This is crossover boxing. You're here to scrap. You'll get it done May 27th. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's if you can make it that far at this point.
I know.
But it's like I think they both crossed the line and they
Yeah.
both now know what has to happen to ensure that the fight continues to go on. So I'm just excited to see them fight. To be honest, I think that's the only fight I want to see.
Yeah. Who do you have winning, by the way?
Uh, it's hard to say, man. I haven't really seen anything new from Vela,
Okay.
so it's like I like Vela. Obviously, I'm Team Vela, but from an unbiased standpoint, I'd probably say Cowboy, just because obviously we've got more footage of him. We've seen him,
Okay.
you know, improve over time, and
Hmm.
obviously he's been out of the ring now for a little bit. He's had time to improve, and
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a new Vela and a new Cowboy May 27th. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, that fight is going to be so exciting. Callum, do you have anything else so far?
So let's talk about your mystery opponent just quickly. Like, do you know who it is? Is it like a Misfits mystery opponent where
No,
you don't
I generally have no idea who it is.
know? No suspicions at all, like.
No suspicions. I was doing something. I came back from hospital and I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, I got a missed call from Jalum. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, man, what's up? And he's like, oh, can we have a talk? I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? And then all of a sudden they go, yo, man, you want to come on SCB 002? I was like, hell yeah! I
Yeah.
thought I was blacklisted, to be honest. So I was like, yeah, happily.
Cancelled.
Yeah, I thought I was blacklisted. So I was like, hell yeah, man. And then they were like, and then they phoned me a day after. I was like, yeah, you're fighting a mystery opponent. I was like, what? So can I? I was like, can I know who it is? And like, nah, man, nah. I was like, shit. Okay, well, can I swear? Can I swear?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good. And he was like, I was like, you taking the piss, right? And I'm like, no. I was like, oh man. But no, I'm excited to be honest. I just hope whoever it is, whoever's out there, just train, man. I don't want to go in there against like a little kid.
It's
That'd be
not.
quite
It is.
embarrassing.
Grand reveal. Granny place.
Granny,
Oh,
if Granny Plays steps in, I'm fucked. I might just retire there and then.
Yeah, can we throw a few names out? Because before we said
Yeah.
who we think it could be. I think it could be JST, and you say who you think it could be.
Connor Knowles.
Yeah.
Wait, who Cal?
Connor Knowles.
Connor Knowles. Oh my god. No, I don't think it's Connor Knowles, and I'm sorry to say it's definitely not JST because on Saturday. This Saturday, we're sparring, obviously, for this fight. So I don't think it's him, at least. Maybe he's
Well,
getting early for me. Yeah,
you might be
maybe he's
getting
getting me
inside
down.
information.
Yeah, he's getting me down there to see what I'm training for. Like, yeah, I know I'll beat him now.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know, man. I just hope it's not like someone like John Jones or Francis Ngannou. He's fresh off his contract out of the UFC. But if that man turns up, I am shitting it.
Francis Ngannou.
Man, if you see him in bed with your wife, you took him in. You give him a high five. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that man. If he comes down, I'm like, nah, that's it.
Pack him some lunch.
Yeah, I'll pack him some lunch and I'll wish him a good day.
Right, so obviously, because it's a mystery opponent, does that make it harder for you? Are you more nervous not knowing who it is? Like, would you prefer to know who it is, or do you think maybe it's a better thing you don't know?
I think there's always that chance of nerves coming into it, especially later on in training when obviously it's getting close to the event. But
Yeah,
right now, I'm just training pretty much every day. I'm losing the pounds,
yeah,
and I'm just getting myself in top form. To be honest, I can possibly be at. So whoever it is, I can hopefully put on a good show for yourselves and everyone at home watching.
yeah. I'm excited to see that fight.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So Callum, do you have anything else you want to speak about SCB 02 or?
Okay, so yeah, so I want to again go back to the mystery opponent quickly. So, do you have any names any names in the scene who you would like it to be, and any names who you really don't want it to be?
Fuck. Obviously, Francis and Ngannou wouldn't want that guy to come down. But to be honest, I welcome anyone really. There's a couple of people in this scene right now that I think, well, I know beat me pretty clean, and there's some people I think I could put up a good fight, and there's obviously people I think I will just wipe the floor with. But to be honest, I'm happy with any of them as long as I can kind of show my skill, show my talent in a way, and kind of put myself out there to people to go, oh, you know what, he's actually got a little bit of something. Give him like a couple of months when he's a little bit slimmer, maybe cruiserweight. Then we'll see, the best Brandon. That's all I can hope for, really.
Yeah.
Well, give me a few months, put on the pounds, and I'll come fight you.
Jesus Christ. I mean, if you want to, I'm going to say no. But...
Yeah, come on, get up the cruiserweight. I'll go up the cruiserweight. Come on, we'll fucking run it. Let's go.
Oh,
let's get it then. Let's get it.
Cal sliding into that SCB opportunity. Got to take the opportunity when it presents. But so are you not going to find out who you're fighting till the night?
Yeah, I won't find out until fight night. It's like for the presser and like some face to face. They're just gonna have me against some random person that probably doesn't even know how to fight. Just like, there you go, just talk shit to this guy. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Like so let's Colin, were you gonna say something? You go.
Yeah, I was going to say, but surely, if you're so explain to us, when you're at the hotel room, do all the fighters get the hotel together? Yeah, is it all the same hotel?
No. I think I was one of the first to book. I don't know. Obviously, for me, as soon as they said, yeah, it's all the go ahead, it's fine, you can find everything. I was like, hey, cool. Book the train, book the hotel, and the thing is, it was quite funny because at first, I don't know if you guys know, it was to Chester originally.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah,
in the university there, and I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Book all the tickets for Chichester, the hotels in Chichester, books it all ready for May 27th. and then like a couple of weeks later they go, yeah, it's in Worthing now. What the fuck? But me and Rich spoke to him and Callum as well. Lovely people over there. They're going to sort all the travel for me and everything. So I'm blessed with that, and I thank them for that. But yeah, no, I don't know where any other fighters are staying. Hopefully someone's staying at the same place I am, so I'm not alone.
Yeah.
All right.
How are they going to prevent the name getting leaked? Is it only Rich and Jalum who know who you're fighting, or does a lot of people in the SCB community know?
Man, I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea who knows. All the only people I know who knows is Jalum and Rich, and obviously Nathan and them lot as well. But
yeah,
I have no idea. They've literally just gone, yeah, you find a mystery opponent, have fun, mate. I'm like, cheers, lads.
Yeah. But I guess that'll make you train harder in a sense because now it could be anyone.
Yeah, 100%. It's one of those where it's like I could fight a total bum, and
Yeah,
even if I look good, I still look good beating him, you know. And if it's someone amazing, and I can put up a decent fight, then I still look good doing it. So for me, it's just if I can become the best me possible for that fight, May 27th, then that's all I can ask for, really.
yeah. Well, big respect to you for taking that because a lot of people would not take a mystery opponent.
Nah, man. I just believe myself too much. I think. I think I might need to get knocked down a couple of pegs or two, but you know, it's it's just I feel confident in my experience in other martial arts and
Yeah,
everything to be able to go in there with whoever it is and uphold my own belief in it.
yeah. That's good. Calm. Any questions?
Yeah, I was wondering how, when you're training stuff, how exactly are you going to prepare? Are you going to prepare for multiple different styles, or are you just going to do your main fight style? Like, how's that going to go?
It's a good question. Good question. There's southpaws, orthodox, obviously different styles, all at the gym. So it's like right now we're looking at mostly just orthodox because that's what most people are. They're like the average people in this scene are orthodox. So
Yeah,
if it is a southpaw, I'm gonna know what to do either way. It's I'm hoping it's not a southpaw because it makes my life a little bit harder on the night.
yeah,
But either way, I think like I said before, as long as I train hard enough and I feel the best in myself, that's all I can do, really.
yeah. And is there anything you're doing to try and calm the nerves? Because obviously, when you go to do that ring walk, your first fight, it's going to be even crazier for you because you still don't know at that point who you're fighting.
Yeah, no, it's like I was talking obviously with my brothers and stuff, and
Yeah,
we were like, oh shit, man, what's gonna happen? And we were like, yeah, we just got to stay calm, we got to stay relaxed. We can't be too energized. Or, you hear people saying about an energy dump. We don't want that to happen, right? Because
yeah,
obviously I'm really like, oh shit, who am I fighting? Who am I fighting? And then all of a sudden I'm gonna have to make that ring walk, obviously for the first time in front of a pretty decent crowd. I'm
yeah.
hoping for. Come on now, buy your tickets on sale soon. Um, but you know, I've over the years I've found ways to deal with stress and everything.
Yeah,
So I'm just going to do that fight night, and hopefully it works. And
yeah.
I'm just calm and collected.
Talk us through sparring. What's sparring been like? Have you been sparring with just many types of people?
Well, obviously we only just started pretty much training again. We've been doing some light body spars, some
Okay.
slow spars, just working on technical stuff,
Yeah.
footwork, getting that back in because obviously multiple tears and ligaments and stuff.
Yeah.
Movement right now isn't, I'm not Floyd Mayweather right now, so
Yeah.
we're just getting that back into spars and seeing how it feels to be light on the feet. Bouncing in with the jab, bouncing out with the jab. Slipping and ducking and everything, and just whoever can spar me really, because obviously I've got some pounds on, as we were
Yeah.
saying earlier. It's quite hard to find someone in the weight class that isn't
Okay.
like 6'6".
Yeah, like really tall and big.
Yeah, yeah. It's like there's this pro. I think he's like only 1-0 at the
Okay.
gym. He's like 6'7", my weight, and they keep putting me in against him. I'm like, nah, man, allow it. Give me like a 5'4" midget, man. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, but let's say for a second, right? Let's say you win that fight. Let's give us the Brandon Jones top three list of people you want to fight.
My top three that I want to fight in this scene, obviously, Cowboy. I think now is kind of become the new Big Dan.
Okay.
Uh, uh, Big Dan was 11-1.
Yeah.
He was the guy to beat, and I think now Cowboy with his record, he has the most wins out of us heavyweights anyway,
Yeah.
and he's 3-1. If he beats Vela, 4-1, and if he's not, he's still then 3-2. And I think me and him could put on an amazing performance, and it would be a good fight between us two. Obviously, there's JST as well. I think
Yeah.
if we were ever to fight, it'd be just out of respect, more likely, and just
Yeah.
be
Not hate.
it'd be too technical as well. It'd be such a boring fight, especially like the CrossFit. We'd be like, yeah, you're gonna go, you gonna go, okay. Another one, if I can get down to cruiserweight, we spoke about this many times between each other. Jallum, I think me and Jallum could sell the fuck out of that fight.
Yeah.
But that's like the dream fight, you know, to have Jallum at cruiserweight.
Yeah.
So tell me, when you use your fight, which is going to happen, we all know you're going to get battered. So when you use comeback fight,
okay. When I lose, what do I do to come back? Well, you know, we all know I'm going to lose anyway, so we've already put in a plan for that. But you know, I think it's early retirement, and I'm joking. I'll get back into the gym. I'll lose the weight. Probably drop down to cruiserweight. I probably won't fight heavyweight anymore if I lose. So I'll probably just go down to cruiserweight and have a look there. Really, I know there's some good fighters in cruiserweight, so that's probably what I'll do if I was to lose.
Cal, you're something.
Yeah,
else.
when I lose. Sorry, yeah, when I lose, yeah.
Yeah, you'll maybe create an OnlyFans. Like that's the way the scene's going. Everyone...
I was generally thinking that could I promote this fight on OnlyFans, you know, or maybe Feet Finder. You know what I'm saying? I heard Feet Finder's a good one nowadays as well. I'm thinking, damn, I got my options here if I lose.
Yeah, like plenty of options out in the scene. If you win, are you hoping? Well, let's say it's not a close fight. Let's say you get a dominant win. Would you be hoping to be on SCB 003?
I think it's one of those of I think they want to get people on who haven't really had the chance, like yourself and Cal. Obviously, you're big in this scene. Why wouldn't you? You know?
Yeah, come on, SCB.
Come on, Rich, get in their DMs, man. Get in their DMs. But it's like if they invite me back and it's a worthy opponent, especially if I win in obviously dominating fashion. Like if I go out there round 2, knock them out, and they give me like the rematch, I'm like, what the fuck am I getting? Like, no, just allow it. But if it's like Cowboy or something, if he beats Vela, then I think that storyline there works even better, you know. So I think if it's the right opponent, I'll happily go back to SCB 003, but I don't mind waiting like a couple of months and maybe going 004.
Yeah, that makes sense. Callum, question?
Would you ever fight on another company that's not SCB? Yeah, I'm not taking shots at SCB. I think SCB are a great company, but if another option came, would you go in there?
Yeah, 100%. I don't see SCB as, you know, the only place where people in the UK can fight. I think there's definitely other promotions out there that are trying to do what SCB are doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, try and make an event, because obviously you got to think about it this way. In the boxing world, there's not just Matchroom, is there? There's Golden Boy, Boxer, you know, BT Sports, ESPN, all these Showtime. I think the more events that we can get on with, even more creators, just helps SCB in the long run, you know, because then you're looking, be like, oh, there's a fighter over there, say Cal, right? You go on to another promotion and you get 2 knockout wins in the next like 6 months. Then SCB look at that and they're like, whoa, this guy's got some talent. If we bring him on, you know, he could be massive for us, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing, and I wouldn't just limit myself to SCB at all. No.
Has Rich or anyone spoke to you about that? Like, can you fight on SCB and other promotions, or do you have to just fight on SCB?
No one's come to me about it and saying that I can't, and I'm not signed to them.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, if they come up to me and they approach me with like a nice offer, you know, a nice offer to only be strictly on SCB, then maybe I'll have to, you know, look at the cards on the table and then go, you know. But for now, no one said I can't find any of the promotions. So if anyone wants me to find a promotion, you know, hit me up. You know, my DMs are open now.
7-figure Brandon Jones.
I bloody wish, mate. I'm more like 50p at this point.
well, we'd be lower than we're a price off Fredo. Well, Fredos were like £1 now, weren't they?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, that's rip off, man. I remember when they were like 15p.
Do you remember when they were 5p?
I think I do. Yeah, I think I was young then. You know, you might be talking past my time, but
Bro, I'm fucking 75.
but yeah, no, I remember when Freddos were really, really cheap.
Yeah. Calm, any more questions you've got for Brandon about SCB before we move on to another topic?
Yeah, let's go on to another topic. I'm out of questions about SCB. I think we asked the main ones.
Yeah. He just wants to see you lose, Brandon.
Yeah,
I think he does. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna get on this if you use. Come on, man. Come on, I'm rooting for you.
So let's go on about quickly. Let's go on about Coliseum combat.
Yeah.
So talk about that briefly.
Well, obviously we all know what was happening with SCB at the time. It looked like in my eyes and a bunch of people that SCB was probably going to be no more.
Yeah.
And obviously before Breakout, all these Americans, you know, with Ascend and everything, I approached Tom Feswork with an idea where it wasn't more of a promotion for events. It was more like Ascend, where it was fighters come in, we help them go to the places, and you know, videographers, poster designers, graphic designers all come in and we help them. That was my view was everything. But sadly, obviously that didn't happen. But Tom Feswork said, "Nah, man, I got Feswork. I'll just leave it at that." I was like, "Hey, man, calm."
Yeah.
And me, Callum Villa, Finn, Jallum, and Tom, we were in talks with Rich to put on SCB 1.5. This was straight after SCB 001, like before all the controversy started happening and everything.
Yeah.
So we were arranging that, and me and Callum Vella, you know, I'm not tooting our own horn, I'm pretty sure everyone else can agree. We were doing the most work in that kind of team where we were arranging locations, sponsorships were, you know, getting back to us and everything. And we were looking for fighters, we were looking for all this. Obviously, we approached yourself, I think, at some point, I think Callum said.
Yeah.
But obviously, SCB then kind of went downhill for a bit. So that show was cancelled like straight away. It was just, nope, not happening anymore. And we were like, okay, calm. So at that point, obviously, then Coliseum come back in, and I was like, all right, Callum Villa, he was the most productive on that team.
Yeah.
It would be stupid not to have someone who is willing to, you know, be as active in the team. So I approached him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, sounds amazing." And that's what we did really. We started working. Obviously, we then approached you again.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Yeah, man, you want to come on?" And you were like, "Yeah, man, 100%." And we were obviously planning our first event for like summertime, like far summertime.
Yeah.
We had like a whole game plan, a whole kind of like timeline of how we wanted stuff to go. And that's kind of when the controversy started happening. Obviously, we'll probably get into that at some point. There's no doubt, but it just kind of it went sideways too quickly, all from a couple of mistakes, and that was it, really.
Yeah. So, Callum, do you want to get into about the controversy about that?
Yeah, let's do it, Eric. So we've got the whole controversy of SCB. What, from your knowledge, what exactly happened? Like, how did that all begin?
Well, from what I know, I was kind of in talks with a lot of people, you know, about it, like Jallum and stuff, and I was trying to give help. You know, I was trying to help these guys help me grow on all platforms at the start. So I was like, look, I'll help you out. What do you need me to do? And they were going like, oh, this, and they were bickering with the Americans about what got paid, what didn't get paid, and everything, and how the money worked.
Okay.
And I don't think it's come out, but overall, as a person who obviously had the building, the ring, and everything, at the first SCB, apparently he was a proper asshole to work with.
Okay.
Apparently he took double the money that he was supposed to.
Yeah, I heard that.
The fights weren't going to go on. So obviously at that point they built up all these things. Fighters were already there. They kind of had no choice, did they? So But the Americans, they didn't like that. They thought it was just hogwash, I'm pretty sure. And then obviously the beef started kicking off then. But obviously I don't know too much. All I can
Yeah,
say is, what I
yeah.
think happened, but that's kind of what I know from, and then it all
Let's
just
say,
went to shit.
let's say with Oval Mackenzie, that is a bit wrong. Well, it is wrong when you think about it was a charity event, and then he agrees on a price. They turn up and he was like double or nothing.
Yeah, man. It, it's just one of those of it's like obviously it's his building. He can do whatever he wants. It's like when we were in talks for the SCB 1.5 and we were thinking, oh, we could go back there, and obviously that's
Yeah,
when everything was kind of told to us. Pardon me. But it's like he was saying to us privately, he was like, "Oh, these events don't make any money, so I need to make money somehow," and that's kind of why he did it in a
okay.
way. I was like, "What?" The way that I thought about it was, why didn't you just ask that from the beginning? You
Yeah,
know, why don't you just go, "Oh, here's the fee. That's it."
probably because he knows that because they've turned up, everyone's waiting for this event. They've got no choice but to pay.
Yeah, exactly. It's. I think it's just he got slumped by Tony Bellew. Maybe he's just not thinking right.
And he got robbed twice in his own gym.
And apparently 3 times he had a third fight, and he got 3 times, and he got robbed again.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why he charged double.
Yeah, because he lost. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he
gotta
was so
save the
pissed off.
reputation.
He was so pissed off. He charged the charity event double. Jesus Christ.
We shouldn't probably be laughing about that, but
No, probably.
yeah. But um, so with oh, I've got a bit mind fog now from laughing about that. Yeah, I'll look at it right. So with let's just speak about Misfits '06 just quickly. We'll just go into the fighters. What do you think of the main event and the undercard quickly?
Who is it? It's JMX and
Levy
Levon
and
Bell,
Bell.
right?
Yeah,
Levy and Bell. Yeah, it's all right to be honest. I think it's an all right filler.
yeah,
Like for a filler event, it's good because what people sometimes don't realize is that with boxing shows, you got to have somewhere for the small people to start, right? Because you don't all just start off like your Tyson Fury, right? WBC belt in
yeah,
hand. You have to earn that, don't you? So I'm glad Misfits are doing this where it isn't just KSI event, KSI event, KSI event,
yeah,
because you know there's only a small undercard. Realistically, there's only about what like 5 to 6 fights underneath
yeah,
at most. So it's like not everyone's going to be able to fight. But with these events, like the Jay Swingler one as well, it's giving more people a platform. Like Temple Arts, he came
yeah,
on,
yeah.
had a win, and now he's getting bigger. He's calling out True Geordie. True Geordie said, if the paycheck's right, but
I
it's
want to
like
see that fight.
same. But it's like people like Temple Arts wouldn't get that opportunity if it was just KSI event, KSI event, KSI event.
Yeah.
Because other people like Jay would be taking his spot, Dean the Great, all these people would
Hmm.
be doing that, and it's like I think for events like this, it's incredible for Misfits, and I think that's the only way you can go moving forward, really.
Yeah. Yeah. And quickly, I've not asked you about this yet either, Callum. What does everyone think about this KSI Wade drama?
Uh, I think they just need to chill the fuck out, you know, sort their shit together.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Misfits are doing bits, right? They're the top of the food chain at this point, and
Yeah.
people probably don't want to say it over at Misfits, but Wade is, I think, a big part of that. It's those videos beforehand where it's like, oh, how does KSI change and everything? And that brings attention,
Yeah.
right? And it's like the voice as well. It's like uh Addy. Not a lot of people from this scene, especially, will know who Addy is, but they know
Yeah.
Wade. It's a familiar face where people go, oh, I might watch the kickoff show,
Yeah.
before it because it's Wade there. I like his opinion. So I think getting someone rid of someone that big, it's just stupid, really.
Yeah. What do you think, Callum?
I agree with that. I think it was just I think I'm not criticizing Mams and Misfits, whatever, but I just think you need to have people that are able to speak their opinions, like how Wade was. Wade didn't really say anything wrong; it was just his opinion. Now I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Obviously, they're saying it's a younger situation and that, but from what we can see, I don't think Wade's really done much to warrant getting kicked off.
Yeah. Yeah, like I get both sides because it's like Wade, in reality, he gave his opinion. He's gave it to Jake Paul. Jake Paul's never done anything like that. But I think with KSI, maybe it's like not just the ego thing, but because he keeps his circle small, maybe he just feels more betrayed when people actually do say something he doesn't like.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Because maybe he just thinks, oh, but like I give you opportunities, and then he feels two-faced. But it wasn't two-faced. Like it is an opinion.
Yeah, it's just I think it's just childish at this point. I think they all just need to grow up, and at the end of the day, you don't see Joe Rogan getting kicked off just because he said that Conor McGregor's piss could melt a side of Tesco. So Joe Rogan was still there, and he just pretty much dissed like the top guy of MMA that's going to bring in viewership, realistically, isn't he? So it's like realistically, just get their shit together at this point.
Yeah, like it makes you wonder. That's probably the reason why a lot of Misfits fighters don't actually try to beef KSI to make that fight happen.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And KSI is sitting there, he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Callum, what other things do you want to talk about?
I want to go back to SCB quickly. I was meant to ask this to debate the other day, but I didn't. What ounce gloves have you got? And is there any head guards for this event?
Yeah, head guard, 16-ounce gloves. Sadly.
Right.
How many rounds?
I've been told I'm doing four rounds, 2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. I got 8 minutes to do my shit and then fuck whoever it is.
Yeah. You don't know where you're placed on the card flow, do you?
No idea. There keeps going around of like, oh, Brandon's higher than Callum Vela. Oh, Callum Vela's now higher than Brandon. Cowboy Shoes higher than. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just let me fight, man. I don't care where. As long as I'm not like dead first and it's not like a 2-minute fight, because then I'll be kind of pissed. Go there, spend all this money for a 2-minute fight. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck? Nah, I'm grateful to SCB wherever I am. I'll be grateful. Hopefully, I can put on a show for everyone.
Yeah. Calum, anything else you want to ask the legend himself?
So, is there anyone in the US side? Like, first of all, what do you think? But is there anyone in the US side you want to fight afterwards, like after this fight?
I think they're all bums, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
I generally do. I don't think they can compare to us. It's like some of them, the lighter weight classes, they're pretty good. It's like Flash and Vopify. They're pretty good fighters, but for heavyweights and cruiserweights, man, they're all dog shit, man. Trey, dog shit. Sorry, Pat, dog shit, right? Waffle, dog shit. Lesra, dog shit. All these people, dog shit, man. Compared to, it's like, who do you think would win, Waffle or Cowboy?
Cowboy,
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And then it's like you keep going down the list. It's like Callum Vela versus Waffle. Yeah, Callum Vela's going to get the win because he's 6 foot and Waffle's like 5'6", and weighs the same. So realistically, Waffle's a midget compared to Callum.
Yeah.
So all Callum would have to do is just jab his head off, and for however many rounds they would decide it, and that's it. It's I don't think any. It's like JST. JST I think beats all of them over there.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think they. For heavyweights, I don't think they can compare to us, but the lighter weights, I think that there's some interesting fights to be made there for sure.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch Pat versus Waffle?
I've seen it. I've watched it now a couple of times, but it just makes me laugh. To me, it's like I use it to go to sleep. I play it on the TV at night, but and I'm in sleep in seconds.
Let's be honest, though, the walkouts were classic. Waffle came out in a cape.
Yeah, man. Fuck. When I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing, man? He's brought a cape to a backyard scrap.
Yeah, it was like a South Park episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was legendary. But Brandon, is there anything you really want to talk about?
Why is it taking so goddamn long to get me on? That's what I want to know. 9 episodes, lads. 9
Bro,
episodes.
there's a schedule now.
Yeah, it was literally been mad, man. We got so many people who asked to come on.
Yeah.
Can you spoil any?
Pardon?
Can you spoil any of them to me? Or...
No, but we
sure.
can after we record.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll spill the beans.
But honestly, you guys are doing amazing.
Thanks, man.
It's good to see, because obviously stuff like this normally gets pushed under the rug a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas you just sat there for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just kind of waffling on about whatever topic it is. Normally they just get pushed under the rug. And I know myself, it's just one of those, but it's like, nah, you guys are doing amazing. And I wish you all the best of luck, and hopefully you keep going and get bigger and bigger.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're nearly at episode 10.
Yeah, at least you could have brought me on for episode 10. That would I'm 9.
Yeah, we're actually like, we have people scheduled, but for episode 10 we thought it'd be best if it was just me and him.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah, a little special, maybe Jenga Connect 4.
Yeah, you should play online tic-tac-toe or something.
Yeah, some battleships.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Right, and let's get your opinion on this, Brandon, right? So a lot of people have been messaging to come on, right? Do you think we should let people on when, 1, they have no content, 2, they have no fight footage, and 3, they're under a certain age? Or just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Nah, fuck them all off, to be honest. You've got to think realistically, starting off, what gets views, right? Because that's the aim game here. It's what gets views, what pulls people in, what keeps them in, and what makes them subscribe to come back for more. It's like with All Out War podcasts, I only chose certain guests because I knew it would do good. Like Pat, the first episode back after a break with Pat, it did like 50 views in like a couple of hours.
Yeah,
I was like, fair fucking play. But it's like I've got one with Waffle set up and edited and everything. I'm just waiting to record it for the best point to drop it. When stuff starts getting a little bit, or Waffle's name goes back up when he's got a fight or something. Boom, that goes fucking out. Like these small people, are like, oh yeah, do you want to join my promotion and everything? And it's like they've got 2 followers themselves and the promotion's back up. It's like, nah, man, I'm good.
Yeah, I get that, because a lot of people, like, we have said no to some people. But it's that thing, like, sometimes you're like, but there's nothing to speak about if you don't do content or if you have no fights. Like, we're just waffling.
Yeah, 100%, man. It's one of those things of you got to play the game until you're big enough to not play it, haven't you? It's like when you can come from the get views, like hundreds of views, then you can start looking at the very small people who have just come into the scene, maybe chat shit with like a couple of people, and then you can have them on. But it's like, for now, just stick to what you're doing, lads. It's doing your bits. So right now the formula's working. Just carry on doing it.
Yeah. It has, like, I've been surprised by the amount of people on Twitter and that who actually do love crossover convos.
Whenever it's on, I just stick it on, and I'm just listening. I'm just listening when I do something. I played an episode while I was training yesterday. Which one was it? It was the Kingpin one when you were discussing the tournament.
Yeah.
That was just on, headphones on, listening to you guys as I was on the treadmill.
So what I was about to say was, so if you win your fight, then we're the reason why.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Shout to crossover consoles. Callum, is there anything before we quickly wrap up that you do want to speak about?
No, that's kind of thrown me off because it's going off, but yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, I know. It's the time limit's so annoying.
Yeah.
Brandon, so is there anything you want to tell the viewers? Any final message, anything like that?
Yeah. But don't have the cool music this time because it's not as cool as Vella's one. But tickets go on sale soon. Come down if you're in the Worthington area. Come down, SCB 002. It's going to be a blast. There's going to be food there. There's going to be drinks. There's going to be a fun night of boxing. Tickets on sale soon. Make sure you come down, support your boy. Cheers.
Yeah, guys, it's been episode 9 of Crossover Convos. Thank you so much for Brandon T. Jones for coming on. Calm, do
we
you want to
put
say anything, lastly?
can we put like a 9 in brackets and then put like actually episode 1?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because I mean, this can be episode 1 if you want it.
Yeah,
This is the real episode 1, guys.
real episode 1.
Yeah, this is what we filmed first. But
Oh
just
yeah, it just hasn't come out. Yeah,
you're just, like too goated to post it ASAP.
understood, man.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for coming on. We will get you on as well again. Can't get a face to face with your opponent because we don't know who it is. But after the fight, we'll get you back on, talk about if you've won, if you've lost.
Yeah, man, 100%. I'll be happy to come back on, man. Hopefully, it's not like episode 100 at that point. If it is, I'll be happy to come on episode 100. If it's 99, then maybe we'll just wait that one episode.
Episode 97.
Oh my god, that'd be.
Yeah, guys, that's it been for this episode. Thank you for watching. Peace.